Hey, what is going on, folks? We are checking out some more Uma Musume videos. And I already checked out a video about how the game is taking over the internet, but I figured different YouTubers have a different take on it. And I made it a point to try to just cover more content on this channel that you guys might be interested in seeing covered. And just being more active in general. We've been streaming this game, Uma Musume. I have Wuthering Waves on the top of my mind to also circle to. And we have Space Marine 2, which I wanted to circle to, but I took a detour really quick to cover the Uma Musume franchise. Because to be honest with you, Space Marine 2 has been out for a while, and there's not like why I gotta cover that, now. Sorry about my camera. But I just want to cover it just for the love of the game, and I'm just interested in that play style if you guys are not here for that. You guys are not here for that. We are here for horse girls. So I'm going to check out why this ridiculous game is taking over the internet.
I'm a big proponent of what you see is what you get in video games, so imagine my surprise when I saw everyone on the planet playing a mobile game about track and field. Uma Musume is an unlimited dopamine tsunami that floods you with happy feelings so intense that you have zero choice but to tell someone immediately. I have never before seen a gacha game conquer the internet and bring joy and whimsy at the same time. Usually they just bring despair and financial hardship. Every time I browse any online forum, it is covered in horse girl propaganda, GIFs, reactions, and even fan accounts. It was an overnight phenomenon that took over the entire world, except for Japan, because they've already been doing this for a while.
First time.
Uma Musume Pretty Derby is a roguelike mobile game that released in Japan in February of 2021, and its absurdly rapid growth and popularity was something that surprised basically everyone who didn't live in Japan. Horse racing is really big there, and Uma Musume takes the concepts of gambling, horse racing, and anime and mashes them up together like some kind of Full Metal Alchemist. No horses or girls were hurt in the making of this game. But why is Uma Musume blowing up globally? Because it's finally globally released, and much to my surprise, it's actually really fucking good. In Uma Musume, your favorite famous horses have all turned into schoolgirls, and emphasis on girls because even the men are women. That didn't stop people from gooning though, which actually became a bit of a problem. Cygames actually put out in people from gooning though, which actually became a bit of a problem. Cygames actually put out an entire news update requesting you please do not loot the horses for the sake of the horse owners. And now if you goon to one of them, the Yakuza will literally come beat your ass. Your goal in Uma Musume, now if you goon to one of the modified Yakuza will literally come beat your ass. Your goal in Uma Musume is to train genetically modified super soldiers known as Umas and abuse their incredibly threatening speed, stamina, and power in order to become the #1 racist. Is that not what it's called?
No.
The way the races play out is kind of like our track and field, except these girls are still horses, meaning they come with all of the personality traits of the horses they represent. A lot of these horses are basically one-to-one with their anime girl. Just look at Tokai Teo. They got the white stripe and everything. And then you have horses like Gold Ship. This Uma is an white stripe and everything. And then you have horses like Gold Ship. This Uma is an actual rage baiter. And the best part is, it's 100% lore accurate. Gold Ship is known for being 100% lore accurate.
I'm sorry, it's a lot of rewinding.
Gold Ship is known for being one of the greatest racehorses in history who also decided to not work hard at all. Usually after a horse retires, doctors and scientists will examine the horses, and usually their muscles and bones will show signs of wear and tear from being massively overused. And when they looked at Gold Ship, they saw nothing. That horse has literally never tried a day in his life. Gold Ship is also a known troll, has an unpredictable temperament, and is incredibly intelligent. It's been said that if Gold Ship put in a full effort, he could have won nearly every race that he's been in. You'll be able to see that reflected in game when Gold Ship decides to lock in and instantly pass 15 other racers. Gold Ship also hates their trainer, which aligns well with this decision to drop kick you. You'll be surprised to find out that many of the horses in this game have horrendously sad backstories, and if you cry during Disney movies, you will probably sob waterfalls once you become relatively familiar with backstories. You'll be surprised to find out that many of the horses in this game have horrendously sad backstories, and if you cry during Disney movies, you will probably sob waterfalls once you become relatively familiar with Rice Shower. The biggest part of this game that I forgot to mention is that every horse girl is an idol. After racing, the winner will perform perform an
I
idol
love this
song,
part.
and all of the losers
That's
will have to
genius.
make that winner look really good. Imagine racing with your life on the line to end up a backup singer for the guy that just tripped you an hour ago. This part of the game is just really cute and sweet enough to give you type 2 diabetes.
I started with Gold Ship, by the way, even though she wasn't my favorite in the show, because I knew that she is disobedient and that sort. I figured she's fun for streaming, and now because of that, I love her, and I look forward to seeing her in the anime because we have bonded.
Somehow, though, I end up both a fan and a proud father by the end of it. The songs that you unlock can be played on the jukebox from the menus, and sometimes Umas will actually choose and play them without your consent.
Cool.
While Uma Musume is a popular IP with tons of characters to connect with, the juice of the game is the roguelike mechanics. Essentially, you take an Uma and become their trainer. Before training, though, you must become familiar with breeding mechanics. When running your career Uma, you pick 2 main Umas to inherit from, and those 2 Umas will inherit from their grandparents. You want strong parents because strong parents make strong children. That's right, we're practicing horse eugenics. I'm not going to teach you exactly how it works because I'm employed, but there is a 200-page Google Doc with information on it somewhere on the internet, and if I haven't forgotten by the end of this glorified schizo boast of a video, I'll put it in the description. You'll also pick a bunch of cards to use, and each card will have a focus on a specific stat while giving extra bonuses like more fans, more friendship, and bonus stats. They also have a roster of skills that you can unlock while in your career mode. These cards will literally become your friends. Our punishment for pushing AI advancements too far is that even playing cards have become sentient. You'll pick 5 of your own cards with 1 support card, where you can choose a friend's card to use.
I'm like, I should have did more tutorials or more research before I jumped into it, but that's part of the fun. Back in the day, these videos weren't available. You just jumped in and started playing a game, but now I'm like, oh, I have some regrets, but it is what it is.
This makes it so that whales can help free-to-play players by giving them a super OP card to use. You can be super picky with your decks to make the most optimized racing machine, but I like to pick 6 speed and AFK with an auto-clicker on Sakura Bakushin. After picking your Uma, their parents, and the deck you're going to use, you can actually begin the roguelike mode, where you'll begin training. You have 5 main stats that you'll train: speed, stamina, power, guts, and wit. You'll need to carefully balance your Uma's energy and manage their mood and debuffs to ensure an easy victory. And by the time you reach the major races, you should have trained enough power to make Haru Urara an international threat. And that's what Uma Musume is all about. Training your Uma and becoming the very best so that you have a chance to get better stats that you can alter their DNA with and breed 2 of them together to create Super Horse. At least, that's what people will tell you. But I actually feel more like I'm responsible for parenting a teenager and cheering her on while she competes in after-school sports. Except, if she fails, she gets sent to the glue factory. Everything in the career game mode is random to some degree. For example, some days she'll be in a great mood and make tons of progress, and other days you'll pick a stat to train like stamina, and your Uma will contract chronic depression. When this happens, you'll want to go do recreational activities. Get in, Gold Ship, we're going to karaoke. Your support cards will show up under different trainings, and your Uma will have some character development and interactions with those supports. So not only are you building your Uma's stats, but you're also building the relationships and learning more about them. It's such a fun and cute way of building horse lore, and even though most people skip it all to save an hour of reading, clearly a lot of time and effort were put into the characters' stories and personality. There's also a story mode that's separate from your career, but I've been told that it spoils the anime and to just watch that instead. But since there's a skip button in this game, you can just go skip everything and get free gacha currency. This is still a gacha game at the end of the day, so your regular despair still applies. Instead of the 50-50 rate-up system that a lot of the newer gachas adopt, this one is old-school Japanese gacha, where all of the drops have a specific rate and the featured ones are just slightly higher. There is no pity technically, but you do get points towards an exchange for pulling, and at 200 points, you can exchange your points for one of the rate-up drops. Like all gachas, it's a glorified slot machine meant for gambling addicts and people obsessed with anime girls. And I'll let you decide which one I am. The good news about the gacha is that it doesn't really make a difference in how enjoyable the game is, at least not to me. The gameplay doesn't fundamentally change based on the cards or the characters that you have. Different units build differently, but your goal to win every race is still the same, and there's not giant gameplay differences that require you to spin the gacha for a specific card, especially due to the support system where you can grab cards from whales. The part where cards do matter much more is in PvP. You can basically ignore this mode entirely, but it's pretty low effort to complete, and it's based on your career runs. Once an Uma completes a career, and if they're not sent off to the glue factory, they're able to be put into a team race roster where you'll want to use your...
You guys can call me Unk, but what is the meaning behind the glue factory joke? I don't actually participate online very much, and I don't really have the internet normally. So a lot of this stuff, I have no idea what's going on
best
when it comes to
career
those types of jokes or comments.
Run horses. Then you can go race them against other players. The strategy for this is to build more stamina than you think you need, and to spam debuff abilities and wit stat, because the meta for horse racing is trolling everyone else. These idle horse girls have completely rewired my brain and undone my depression. I'm sure it'll come back when I start pulling on the gacha again, but until then, I will continue to mindlessly consume this adorable story and gameplay like the lobotomite I am. Whether I want to admit it or not, Horse Slop is extremely fun and brought me joy after having played so many gachas that feel exactly the same long term. With that said though, this is definitely not a main game. At first, yes, you can sit down and play a ton, but once you've cleared most of the non-career content, you'll be limited by daily stamina, and after you play your careers, you're done for the day. But it feels great to play on the go, completely made for mobile with PC capabilities, and if you're looking for a new side game, this one will consume your life force. When your Uma mood swings, you will too, until your mental stability is that of a strand of hair. And with all of this in mind, it's really easy to see why Uma Musume Pretty Derby has completely conquered the planet.
Guy's famous
This is a
now.
final warning. Do not download this game if you're easily susceptible to cute anime girls. However, do download this game if it's already too late for you. And most importantly, be nice to Mayano Top Gun, because she is literally my child.
One sub. Oh, that was a good video. That was actually, I watched 2 videos today about the game, and I thought this was very well put together. Nice humor and just a good explanation about why the game is dope, and you know why it's famous and stuff like that. I kind of already knew, but it was still refreshing. So, all right. If you guys have any other dope videos to check out that don't spoil, please let me know. I'm interested. If you guys know, if you guys are like, what kind of videos are you looking for? Something that is, I guess, would teach me something or show me a perspective, how to play the game, or something about Cinderella Grey or season 1 of Pretty Derby that doesn't spoil. I couldn't even articulate it because I can't even fathom what's out there like you guys would. So I'm probably going to check out how this 18-minute video, how a horse girl. Yeah, this is going to be my long-term video. I'm going to set this up. Oh, I already have it saved. How long?
If you have spent any...
Yeah, I don't think I reacted to this one. I don't think I have. So I'm going to check this out probably another day. Anyways, I am out. Thanks for checking it out, guys. You guys know that I started streaming the game. We got some other videos, and we're reacting to the series on the main channel. Peace. Guys, quick reality check for the collective, which is you, our audience. That's my nickname for the Rock family. We're hitting 1.5 million views on a monthly basis, and that's iconic. But 71% of you guys haven't subscribed yet. That's almost 1 million people who are watching, but not subscribed. Now, if just 10% of those viewers hit the subscribe button, we would add nearly 100,000 new members to the Rock family, the collective, overnight. That kind of growth would change everything. What? Better content, more variety, higher production value, all the things I read you guys ask for in the comment section. So subscribe. And if you really want to be part of Rock family, you can also turn on all notifications. Thank you.